Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to see introduction of Apache Spark. So what is Apache Spark? Let's see what is the definition tells about the Apache Spark. Apache Spark is an open source analytics engine used by big data workloads. It can handle both batch as well as real-time analytics and data processing workloads. This is the definition of Apache Spark given by Spark official page. So from this, what we can understand is Apache Spark is big data processing engine. So architecture. Let's see architecture of Apache Spark in a bird's eye view. So here we also follow the master slave architecture, where in our master node there is a driver program, and that driver program creates a Spark context. Then that Spark context or that driver program communicates with cluster manager to talk with other worker nodes. There are two or multiple worker nodes. In every worker nodes, there are one or many executors. And in executors, there are tasks or slots which are used to assign the task. And the task is the smallest unit of work in Apache Spark or Spark processing. So this is the how Spark works. So cluster manager communicates with worker nodes and establishes connection. After that, worker node and driver node communicates with each other to process your big data workload in parallel. Apache Spark ecosystem. Let's see how Apache Spark ecosystem works. So the first component of Apache Spark is Apache Spark Core. That comes with core APIs in the following language, that is Python, Scala, Java, and R. On the top of that, there are some libraries and APIs that are for abstraction layer, and those are Spark SQL or data frame APIs, Spark Streaming API for stream processing, Spark MLlib APIs for machine learning and artificial intelligence workloads, and Spark GraphX to process the graph data or to process the graph algorithms. This is the basic overview, but when we dig deep, then Apache Spark core can be divided as follows. The On the base level, there is a Spark engine that handles everything, and that Spark engine actually runs multiple JVM processes to process your data on multiple nodes. On the top of that, that is your Apache Spark core. The Spark engine communicates with the cluster and process the data, but it needs a cluster manager in between to process the data. So this is your cluster manager. And note one point, cluster manager is not provided by Spark. So you have multiple options for cluster managers such as Yarn, Kubernetes, and Mesos. And on the bottommost layer, there is a distributed storage. And you have multiple distributed storage like Azure Blob, Amazon S3, Hadoop, Google File System, and Cassandra File System as well. These are the most popular storage that is come with Apache Spark. Now let's see why Apache Spark. So here are the things. First one is abstraction. As we saw in our previous lecture, Hadoop MapReduce, we used to MapReduce programming, and that is quite tough. So in Apache Spark, we used to program or we used to process the data with the help of abstract code like SQL or data frames, data sets. Then it's a unified platform. That's the another thing. As we saw in the Hadoop architecture, for different kind of processing like machine learning, stream processing, or SQL type warehousing processing, we need different tools like Hive, Storm, etc. But in Apache Spark, it is integrated with the Spark. And the third thing is ease of use. Because of it is available in multiple languages, we can use Apache Spark easily. So let's see in higher level features that are provided by Apache Spark. So the first is distributed processing. Apache Spark processes the data in multiple master-slave architecture or master-worker nodes. Then in-memory computation. Apache Spark processes the data in the RAM itself. Then the lazy evaluation. We will see what is the lazy evaluation in detail in upcoming lectures. After that, it provides us inbuilt optimization for your SQL queries or data frames. Then cache and persist is again one feature that is provided by Apache Spark to make your data processing faster. Apache Spark core APIs like RDD's data frames are immutable. Then it provides you an SQL-like syntax to use, and that is ANSI SQL support. It provides you fault tolerance mutable. As it is immutable, it provides you fault tolerance. Then it's the Spark engine that provides you multiple resource manager. So this is all for introduction of Apache Spark. We will see you in the next lecture. Till then, thank you and happy coding.